Hello there again, YouTube. Tie-Dye Picker 1971 here. Kind of hit a milestone in my life yesterday. Woke up, went to work. It's 36 years for the same employer. Hard to believe I spent 36 years working for the same people. I started off there as a kid with they put me on a weed eater and a lawnmower, and for $4.86 an hour, and here I am helping run the place at, 36 years later. There'll be a 37 years. I plan on being there one more year or so. I'd like to go longer, but it's getting tougher every day to go to work. What you deal with. This workforce we got right here, they ain't got no get up and go and whatsoever. I got to where I was at through hard work. Dedication. I put myself through night school, trade school, become a master electrician. I spent a few years in machine shop, learning machine classes, learning to be a machinist. Not everybody's geared up to be a physicist, that's for sure. But anyway, these people I'm encountering anymore, they're what I call educated beyond their level of intelligence. Just the level of competence that you deal with on a daily basis it's mind-boggling. Common sense is a superpower in today's world. And competence, you watch people that are in competent positions, and you're wrong for calling them out. A lot of times you're wrong for doing the right thing. Like I said, the level of incompetence, you just would not believe it. You hire somebody and they're incompetent in a position, the solution is throw more money at it and more people at it. So you just add more and more layers of competency into the issue, and nothing gets fixed. Whereas a lot of times a simple solution, can take care of resolve the whole issue. People ain't capable of making decisions because they're not versed in what they're trying to take and do. It's just a I don't know, this workforce. I'm kind of glad AI is taking some of this stuff over here in the near future. Skynet, come get me now. So I'm gonna try to put another year in doing it. I looked at the numbers. I can actually go in February. I do have a good pension and set for life. And can't do nothing crazy. I can't go out and buy new vehicles and stuff like that. But I can live comfortably off my pension I've got coming to me. But like I said, it's just gets tougher and tougher every day to deal with this stuff. With that being said, if there are young people out there, get out there and bust your tail. Make a showing for yourself. Hard work's not that bad. I've dedicated my life to it. I'm up and gone before dawn, and a lot of times don't come until it's dark. I'm supposed to be working 80 hours on a 2-week basis, and I've had 208 hours before. Whether it's pushing snow or working during a storm, or repairing generators, or having power outages, whatever it takes. You can make a good life for yourself if you get off your tail and hustle. But I just feel sorry for you just getting in the workforce right now because of what you're dealing with out there. I don't know where these people are coming from. I don't know, their mom and dads are dying off and they're having to get out of the basement and get a job for the first time or what. But a lot of people out there, they're a really unique kind of special to try to deal with. They're entitled, they're whiny. It just can't get to work on time. I'll tell you a little story. Right out of high school, I went to work for electrical contractors, electricians, apprentice as a helper. I showed up work one day late. Got there 7 minutes late. The guy looked at me and said, "You're early." I said, "Early?" I said, "I'm late." He goes, "No, you're early for tomorrow. You can go on home." I had to drive back across 2 counties to go home. I got docked a day's pay. Next day, I was there 20 minutes early. But I needed that paycheck. So, those how you learn values. People got to learn values. Easiest thing you can do in life is get to work on time. And if you're there on time, you're 15 minutes late. You all be ready to start working, whether it's behind a keyboard monitor or working with a set of hand tools, you should be ready to work at 7 o'clock. You should be, if that's your shift, you know. And I say 7 o'clock because most of my life my shift's been 7 to 3:30. My shift right now is 7 to 3:30, and I'm there at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm getting my day straight. So, like I said, that's just about it in a nutshell. Got 36 in, guys. You know, decent pension coming. You know, it's time to take got 2 years worth of projects to do, and at least around my house. I've got guns to repair and work on. I've got house repairs to make. I always got a car to fix. You know, I can find something to do to get done on projects, which I can't see me ever getting done working on stuff. You know, when I go out and leave this world, I want to be working on something. You know, and that's just my nature. It's built into my culture. But like I said, there's always something to do. You know, I sit there and come to work one day last week. I've got boats, 2 boats ain't been in the water in years. You know, and you know, it's time to get out and fish and everything. You know, dealing with what I deal with on a daily basis, it's wearing me down. You know, it really does. It takes a toll on you. The work I do now is nowhere near as physical as what I've done in the past, but just the mental drain of dealing with people. Just dealing with people. You know, you tell people not to do something, and they still go out there and do stupid stuff. And you know, and then just dealing with just incompetence in general. You know, you're a good employee and you're hardcore and you do what you're supposed to do and everything. Sometimes you get penalized for that. But anyway, 36 years down. We're gonna go for one more. My boss is planning on retiring next year, and I'm probably gonna go a month after him, and then the wheels will come off everything once and for all. But anyway, y'all take care out there. Please like and subscribe. See you on the flip side. Tie-dye picker out.